Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to Nigeria Esports Road to Riyadh 2024. Glad you guys could join us here tonight. We've got some amazing fixtures in store for you, and the first match is already prepared. We're all set down in the lobby. All that's left is to join the team in the draft race. But before we do any of that, one small thing you guys can do is subscribe and like to the channel. And I believe without further ado, let's get into the game.
Your team is banning.
Alright, here we are.
Need some stitches?
Your
I can
team
help.
is banning.
Alright, here we are. We've got the first game on. And that was a very fast Melissa ban from Shadow Raiders. Replied with an Xbox ban.
I, Minotaur,
Your team
will
is
finish off
banning.
what was left undone.
Not very viable band there, Minotaur. Strong tank, heavy crowd control, heal as well. Minotaur is an all-round, viable roam
Time to
choice
go to the
that
R&D
carries
show.
Your team
Have
is
some
banning.
every potential that you can think of. Every potential you can think of. He has heal,
I might
he
not
has
be a lightning man,
Your
but I do
sustain,
know my
team is
trade.
tankiness. And he's also still good as a tank jungle too, if you are willing to take that risk. Barat, very, very important. Very, very important. So once again on the left side, we've got Shadow Raiders, and on the right we have Reflex Gaming. Another new name, another new team to the tournament scene here.
Team is picking.
Oh, my apologies, that is Zodiac, not Reflex.
See value in me? You should.
Frederick. First choice jungle there, Frederick. He'll do very well. But against that Valerie, how well can he
Your
hold up?
team is picking.
This will be there to help him. The cult also just about enough to give a second life in major team fights. Ruby, Control Queen, the game name is Ruby.
Your team is picking.
That tells you how much this player really enjoys Ruby. So we have big expectations of them. Next bro is going to be playing Belleric with Vengeance. Whatever marksman choice is going to be there. Whatever marksman choice we're going to have on that, they'll have to be very, very careful with how they engage. They'll have to beta that Belleric's Vengeance, keep a safe distance.
Is banning.
Mathilda, okay. So we've got support room for Zodiacs
It's my way or
in an Ixia
Team
ban.
is banning.
Shadow Raiders now still have the chance to get out a marksman and the possible EXP lane pick hold, okay? Most marksmen, so Melissa, Ixia, Cloud, I think that's just about as much threat as they can give. These four marksmen seem to be topping the chart, the current meta, current season. So it's understandable why I'm to ban them out. Last ban from Zodiac is gonna be EXP or jungle. It might actually be a jungle, or it might be more likely an EXP. Probably like an Arlos ban, or maybe Yuzhong or Terizla. But there's a lot of options depending on what they're going with, depending on what their lineup wants to look like.
Your
Or
team
Martins
has
as well,
destroyed
yes.
Thousand worlds.
Funny enough,
I'm
Martins
not
fits
a
into both
single
criteria,
worthy
jungle and
foe.
EXP, so very smart man. Oh, the last ban from Olamide B. They bound out the marksman before. They might be looking to ban an EXP laner. Or still maybe another marksman that might be troublesome. Can't think of anybody else. Erasiel maybe. Beatrix. But these two have not really been, seen a lot in this tournament. Maybe one or two matches. So I'm still
I've
leaning
been
towards. Oh,
waiting for
Carry,
too long.
yes, Carry. I guess Olamide might be looking for a tank jungle. Doesn't really have a lot of options left though. Phoenix might opt to go for. Well, I don't know between Phoenix and Germany who the marksman player is, but if they were to pick a marksman, there's a high chance they might go Irithel here or Beatrix. Clint is also open. One of these three. Those are still the three very, very useful marksmen that
This
are
land
left
is our homeland.
overall.
Your
Lapo,
enemy will
right?
soon be your burial ground.
EXP, good choice.
Chivalry is dead.
Lapo will make it,
And I
find
will
it easy
revive it.
to catch up to the lights there. Lights Valerie in the background. Olamide hovering over one of his favorite heroes in the game, Yin.
Your
And
team
it's
is
comfort pick. And this can actually help his team out a lot as he can simply,
Life
take
is a
it into the
game,
domain
and I decide how
while
it's
the rest of the
played.
team will have to battle without the cult altar. Though I'm not sure if Faramis can use the ult before it's sucked in and then to still help out his teammates. Oh, Bruno is also open. Almost forgot about Bruno. One of the OG marksmen. But are we going to see Layla though? Layla's recent or revamp took her really, really high on the charts there. Going from, I think, the
Time and
most
tide waits
least
for no
used
man, nor
or the
girl.
least used marksman to being one of the top 10. But it's going to be Beatrix instead. Just more viable, just more useful. So, there you have it. Draft is done. Let's see how well this team will be. These teams execute their lineup. 4 flickers from Zodiacs. Real hard to catch them, but and flicker is just a wonderful spell. Flicker is just a wonderful spell, like pretty useful. Engage, disengage, combos, and it fits on almost every hero you want to play. Hoping this match will actually be through the Zodiacs. If my memory serves me right, they lost one of their group stage match already, and Shadow Raiders 2 in Group A. So this is more like a loser's game. So may the best loser win. No shade though, no shade, but it is what it is. Alright, game time. Yin peak Yin. Yin is still very good. Yin is still a very, very wonderful fighter, in my opinion, because there are a lot of ways Yin can change the tide of battle. There's a lot of ways Yin can change the tide of battle. Pick out, the most annoying hero from the fight, just isolate them and deal damage. Too bad we didn't get to see what his emblem set looked like, but it must have comprised of, pen, high and dry, No, not high and dry. The one where you have increased damage going up against a single enemy hero. So right out the bar, Ruby is making a marking our territory, dealing some damage to Lapu, but he won't be too worried. First lethal over to Yin. But Clint is someone getting bullied on that gold lane. I mean, Beatrix is no small hero. 4 different weapons. You're not going to find it easy there. Back on the XP, we've seen Ruby significantly poking, preparing for the first major team fight that we just might see. That's going to be the turtle over on the bot lane there. Free gold for Clint. I think Yin is looking for an opportunity to pick up Beatrix before he goes for that lord, before he goes for that turtle rather. Just waiting for those to align, going in from the back. And yes, you already have the engage, takes Beatrix, and that will be the first blood, but the bot lane though seems to have a lot more action going on. But right you are, there will be a lot of bloodshed. That'll be the first flicker to be used. Oh, never mind, the second actually. Ruby. Red Prince dallying with Beleric, but Yin got taken down. So no retry for Shadow Raiders. It looks like it might be a free turtle now for Zodiacs. Very more than happy to oblige. There's a cult altar keeping Mathilda alive while they're trying to get their hands on Ruby. But it just won't be. We might want to consider recalling, but I don't really think there's much to worry about. Fredrin invading Yin's blue buff. Less farm, less damage, you know. Very, very smart plays there. Beatrix, Clint. The thing is, Beatrix wins early game, but she'll have to be very careful how she engages in mid to late game, especially when Clint gets that, you know, first 2 damage items, endless battle, and then depending on what he wants, the Malefic Roar or Blade of Despair. Beatrix might be in some trouble here. Doesn't have a flicker yet, but we've got Valerie pinning down Faramis, and they will secure the kill. Fredrin looks to be going in a 1v2 situation, and Yin is taking someone into the domain. But that actually is right where he comes out top and looking for more damage. Cult Altar just won't be enough. Yeah, she wins, but she'll still have to be careful. The range that Clint has is much more superior to Beatrix, and he might be in some trouble here. Here's the follow-up from Beatrix. Gemini just secured his Hunter Strike. He's gonna come from behind, looking for an opportunity. Gets a 2-man pull into Beatrix Salt. Got a fight going on. Fredrin and Valerie. Oh, he survived. Never mind. Valerie forced to retreat into a safe spot. And once again, a free turtle for Zodiacs. Ah yes, the sniper. It's not exactly easy to hit a sniper, you know. You can't compare Beatrix sniper and that's Rennet, if I'm not mistaken, and Clint's passive. So, 2-dash, basic attack. That's really wide enough range, and if you can just reposition, But it all comes down to who is the better player. Beatrice being a pro makes this a lot easier. Here's Lap will engage. Valerie will be first to go down there. Now looking for Ruby. She still stands strong. Vengeance from Bellerin keeps her alive. Fredrin is gonna go down to Yin in the domain. Follow-up damage comes. That will be just. Oh no, they're not done. Matilda's going in. That Ruby. She really wants Ruby. Safe call, Tota. Well, there's gonna be a lot of chaos actually. Yin building more cooldown reduction there. Oh, and here we go. This is what a lot of you want to see. But Lapu though, it feels like he might come out alive. That shielding is too much. Jamina on some serious steroids. And the reason why a lot of people love Lapu. He can be quite tanky when he needs to be. That's the thing, cleans damage in late game. If you can maintain positioning, he will deal a beautiful amount of damage. Beatrice can only do so much, you know. She has a lot of AoE, which help out in team fights. But going up against Clint enough, the SMG still does a good job. Close range, you don't want to deal with that. Yin looks like he's going in for someone. I think he's going in for Beatrix, yes. That's all that's needed. Getting Yig. Yes, Beleric is very viable. Because by the time you realize that most often Tigreal, Minotaur, the most common tanks, the most useful tanks are banned out. You have to settle for someone that still fits into the synergy. And Beleric does just that. He's tanky. His passive is one of the most feared passives for marksman players, you know, for attack speed marksman players to be precise. So, yeah. Then you really don't even have to worry about, you know, a diggy pick when you're playing Beleric. Yes, you have to time your ultimate very well, but still, what makes Beleric scary is that passive that he has. The ability to do damage while literally walking away from you. It's something to be wary of. Clint though can't say he's going to be in a safe spot after that 3v1 situation on the top lane. Fredrin, Beatrix and Matilda. Beleric is here. I'm not sure they'll do much about it. They'll have to leave that turret alone. Olapo is absolutely amazing. A fabulous choice of EXP. Just like a lot of people don't play him a lot because of how slightly complicated he can be. You know, you have to be very, very careful with how you engage and disengage because a slip up on your skill combo can cost you or your team. So you really have to be very careful. But he's a very, very good fighter. Oh, that's a good ult there from Fred. Oh, love that Beatrix ult. Love that Beatrix. Triple kill. Is that Maniac? We saw one Maniac yesterday as well. We've seen another one today. That's very good play there from Zodiacs. Looks like Zodiacs wanna take this one in the back very easily. Working really, really hard. Ruby though still yet to die. 001 KDA. Zodiac won draft by a lot. Well said. They have a good draft. I still believe in Shadow Raiders draft. Maybe their jungle choice. Even the jungle choice too is not bad. But now Zodiacs are executing a much more calculated gameplay. They didn't focus on pickups. They focused more on team fights and AoE damage and peels, while Shadow Raiders are looking more. They've got the AoE, but Yin there is meant for pickups mostly. Ruby holding her own in a 1v3 situation under this turret. I still don't think she's going to get taken down either ways. Because just how hold on. She tried. She really tried. I'll give her that. Standing that long in a 1v3. One tricks. It's bad to be one tricks, but sometimes a lot of people don't really play this game for tournaments. Yeah, they're mostly involved in just ranks, and when you're a solo player, you want to play that hero that gives you the edge that you're more comfortable with. So that's why I love players are seem to be one trick, but they're actually very versatile. They just don't get the chance to play those other heroes. We're gonna have a brief pause. One of the teams has requested. Battlefield EXP. Yeah, EXP is where a lot of action seems to be going on. The thing is, Joy is not even that hard to play. She's fun. She has a decent amount of damage. Even the nerf that she got wasn't enough to stop her. I still remember when she came out with you have to hit her passive 4 times to deal a decent amount of damage. Well, now it's just 3. Rather 4 times activate her ult, but now it's 3. They made her easier to play, but while taking off the crowd control immunity on her ultimate. Oh, thank you, Emness. It's all good. Oh, this must be a very big deal. 34 viewers. Glad you all could be here to witness these wonderful gameplays from top teams, top Nigerian teams. Because you have higher priority, it's only about Ruby. Imagine up against a player whose name is Layla. You want to go ahead and ban Layla. Ruby is a strong hero, yes, but there are some other heroes that the thing is, when you're banning, you don't just want to focus on that specific hero. You want to focus on how that hero affects your lineup. So Ruby, yes, is good in some certain lineups. You want her, but not every time, right? In a game like this now, Zodiacs are confident that they can handle whatever Ruby has to throw against them because they're using a tank jungle. Where would have been a problem was if they had an assassin jungle, because Ruby's skill sets can really make it hard for assassins to land that skill combo, especially if you're looking for someone like Hayabusa or Link. Because Ruby will hold you down and you'll be able to do much. Yeah, that's where you want to ban out Ruby. And again, not a lot of people play Ruby. Ruby is not one of those explainers that are very used often. Most often, explainers that you see are Esmeralda, Yuzhong, Terisla, even Lapu. So these are the explainers you see a lot more, and those ones pose a degree of higher threat. She's still good, but sometimes you need to know when to ban and when not to ban. 4 turrets taken down against Shadow Raiders. Zodiacs push gold lead there, 4k in their favor. Who is in trouble there? Beatrix forced to use her flicker and get out of the top spot. Valir is another character here that Valir is one of the I think Valir is the hero here. This is what I was saying. Just take Faramis away and the rest is gonna be almost easy to deal with. Just get that Frederick Lapo rather going down. This is what Yin was made for here. Take Faramis to the domain, leave the rest of the fight easier for the team to handle, and you saw how well that worked. Lapo fell for the trap and then was punished for it. And once again, another very, very brief pause. We'll be back just immediately. We're gonna sit for the first lot of the game. Surprised I haven't even touched the board since the 8-minute mark where it spawned. Somehow it feels as if Matilda is trying to maintain KDA, but the thing is, she's a support. She's equally just as squishy as Beatrix might be, even building some damage items. I'm not saying she should be hiding. You know, she should actually be next in line to follow after Ferdinand on Lapu, but she has to be careful how she engages. That's a handful of pauses. that's a handful of pauses. Yeah, and I really like the gameplay that's coming out from these two teams, especially Zodiac. They have the map control, but Shadow Raiders are still putting up a very, very good fight, and it's something that we all love to see because this game wouldn't really be fun if it ended on a one-way side, like a couple of the other matches that we've seen recently. Like I said, two teams are battling for a third place position, so the Zodiacs look like they might be heading in for this one. All we have to do now is wait and see how it ends, and whatever issues are being resolved there for the pauses, let's that resolve fast. But so far everything is looking good. What have you guys thought about the matches so far? Who do you all think will be our representative? Who do you guys think will be our representative here for this tournament? There's a lot of teams to choose for. Some teams might have had so which teams do you guys think will be our national qualifiers? I'm still looking at, there's a lot of teams on my mind. There's RNK, there's Izanami no Kami, there's Oasis the 2. Heroes still have a decent spot. Dark Stars didn't have a good start, but I still think there's a possibility for there's a chance for a comeback. Bad start doesn't always mean bad ending. We've seen a lot of that happen in previous tournaments, major tournaments. Like, take for example, was it Rio, or even the last concluded M5, where was it Echo that won? Yes, Echo. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Fell to the lower brackets and still were strong enough to come out tops. Some people say Alpha Zero, some people say Zanaki Alphas. Oasis, look, I still believe Oasis. They had a bad start, but I still think they can get far in the tournament. Alright, we're back after that brief pause and we're going straight in for the first Lord. There's a lot of engagements going on, and Lapo is going to commit full time there, looking for an opportunity for Clint. He might have slipped up a little bit there. Clint flickered into a safe position, still dealing a decent amount of damage. Beatrice is unstoppable, and the chase is on. Cultut has been used. Olamide takes down Lapo from the domain, and now he will be forced to run as fast as he can. He lives anyway. So Lord secured by Shadow Raiders, going down the top lane. Beatrix gets a good kill on Beleric. Clint's about to get taken down as well. That's a double kill. Phoenix is really carrying this team. But I still love. You all complain that Matilda is hiding behind Beatrix. From what I understand, what I'm seeing, it looks more like she's being protective of Beatrix. Shield also affects your. Oh, never mind. Like I was saying, she let Beatrix for a few seconds and then, or Beatrix just got a little bit too cocky and now has got punished. Still, either ways, two inhibitors taken down. There's a fight going on. Shadow Raiders are looking to make an opportunity. But he might be the first to go down there. Value's gone as well. Beleric still standing strong, but not for long. Fredrin, on the other hand, GG so much going on this bottom side here. Who's gonna be the next to fall? Fredrin might be in some trouble, and that will be it. Clint's damage, he hit hard. "17 kills to 10. Faramis is really no. This Faramis, right, is just not pulling his weight like you'd want him to. Maybe because opportunity doesn't present itself. But nice 2-man all there from Ruby, but no follow-up. Unfortunately, that follow-up was very, very late. But that was a very wonderful ult. That was a very, very wonderful ult. We've still got the engages going on here. Beatrice popping the SMG ult. Inside the domain, we see Yin going up against Lapo. Lapo trying so hard to survive. Full HP Yin. It's going to be hard to take him down, but he will stay strong enough to survive. Yin's going to come out and die to Beatrix. Cult Altar will spawn just in time to keep Lapo alive. A good sniper shot here from Beatrix would have made a wonderful clip. So with only 2 inhibitors standing, and the third one falling very, very soon. Shadow Raiders are going to be, sorry, Zodiac will be quick to jump on the second Lord. Still have most of the turrets standing. Shadow Raiders have lost most of theirs, so Zodiac will be looking to capture. If Beatrice just got Demon Hunter sword. Lapo fried Yin fried Fredrin, and the circle continues. Beatrix fully kitted out with a lot of damage and penetration. I always still wonder how people are able to play so smoothly with Fredrin and die very, very few times. Honestly, it's not hard to play, but the ability to just keep the battle for the last inhibitor. This is the last stand now for Shadow Raiders before they take a 3L. Valier in a lot of trouble. Lapo saved by Cult Altar. Fredrin's going in looking for the taunt on Ruby. Beatrix trying to focus solely on the base, paying a lot of attention, but there's too much focus on her. The Lord though, will just keep on standing. Jin chasing there, but she has a lot of damage, and that damage will be just about enough to secure the first win of the night. To Zodiacs, they have redeemed the names. 2 losses and 1 win. Or is it? But yeah, GG's to Shadow Raid, GG's to Zodiac. Yin did his best. Love the damage, love the courage he had. Valir pick was supposed to be the stronghold here. All that really helped them to hold out, pin Fredrin, pin Lapu, at least. But then we saw what Beatrix was doing, and what even Matilda too was doing. Matilda, everyone was saying, was hiding behind Beatrix. Well, like I said, she had one job, and that job was to just protect Beatrix, and she did that very, very well. So that's all that can be said. GG's once again to Zodiacs, good performance from Shadow Raiders, and thanks for sticking through that first match. We still got a couple more fixtures here, the next 2 games. So while we get the lobby set for our next match, we're gonna take a very, very brief break, and we'll be right back. So please do stay with us and get some some snacks, some Alright, guys, thank you for staying and waiting on to the next match that we have for the evening. A highly anticipated match, if I do say so myself. So we've got Alpha Zeros taking on Izanagi Alpha, and this match is going to be hopefully very, very decent, full of a lot of actions. And heads up, it might actually last for a very, very long time, right? For a brief recap, for those that weren't here, Shadow Raiders taking the L in the previous game against Zodiac. So let's go into the draft phase now for game number 2, right? Alright, so once again, like I said, Zodiac's taking the win against Shadow Raiders in the first match. So here we are, draft phase game number 2. Most of our, notable heroes.
It is in despair that I see
Most of the notable heroes, notable players that we've known on this server, Zadi, Aqua, Chimera, Hades.
Horology is my craft.
I believe I know who he is. Well, he might have changed his in-game name. That might be Karma. And then for his Izanagi Alphas, yes, of course, we've got Aizen, Pickles, Juju, Sosa, and Ashura.
For honor!
Your team is
The bans are happening so fast. Both teams already know what they want to do in this game. Digi ban for Izanagi, Nathan and Tigro bans for AI. Another very, very good marksman ban there. Wait, did I actually say Nathan ban? I didn't even know when I said that. Nathan ban might not really be. He's good. He is good. Nathan's another one of those marksmen I forgot existed. It's been a while since we've not really seen a lot of Nathan, Nathan gameplay. But he's still good. He's still very, very viable. What do you have a ban? I put a question mark for that. Xborg, yes. I agree to that. What's the third ban gonna be? From all the heroes that I know Alpha Zero is playing, it might either be probably Valentina or even a Faramis or Ruby, okay? Ban. Aqua, one of the most prominent mage players on the server.
We'll finish off what was left undone.
Able to handle any and every mage that he has laid his hands on. Just wondering what he's going to show for us today. Sosa and Juju, yes. Oh, because hovering over Valentina.
I will choose
Mommy
my
Valentina.
own path.
Arlots. He's good.
Cure the pain.
He's good.
Your team is picking.
Oh, D-Rod.
Time to go to the RT.
Zari wants to play D-Rod. D-Rod versus Arlod now. Y'all might think it would be an easy way for D-Rod here. But let's not forget. I mean, the spells either ways gives plays more of an advantage in this type of situation. Zari's going to go in with Flicker. I mean, Val, yeah, Mnez will always want to go Val. Over Val is one of his favorite mages to play, especially in tournaments. Val, Faramis, before you begin to see the other mages. Xavier, but now he's gonna have to play Lilia, and he's equally just as good as on Lilia as he is on any of his other mages.
Let's go.
But Valentina might be a bit of a trouble. Erythel. She's okay. The mobility will serve her very well in keeping her distance from D-Roth. And I don't think Izanagi know that it's a D-Roth XP rather than a D-Roth jungle. But it's good. It's safe to assume either ways. Barats. Yeah, like I said, I think it's a D-Roth jungle, so the Barats. Arnold claps D-Roth. I want to think that, but it all comes down to skill difference. It all comes down to skill difference. Guinevere ban. Guinevere, Mathilda. What's the last ban now for us? Alpha Zero is going to be? Definitely not a marksman. Probably a roam or a jungle.
There's nowhere
Target towards Aizen for the roam. Rafaela, okay. it's all about skill because like I've seen Arnold go against a couple of ESP fighters, but it's kind of just put a finger on it and say Arnold to beat Dirot to beat Arnold because Arnold has a law that if he plays around his
Your team
Granger
is
jungle,
picking.
my love for Granger man, one of the most. I don't want to say perfect marksman anyway because yeah, but still Granger is OP. Like I was saying, Arnold is gonna make it hard for Dirot to actually beat him because of the multiple dashes he has, especially if he plays around the minions available to him. And in team fights, Arnold gets the win on that one. That massive sweep there from his ultimate can clear out the entire
See
5
value in me?
heroes into one side of the map.
You should.
And well, like I said, it's skill issue, skill difference. Whoever has better
Your
skill
team is picking.
will definitely get the win. Hades, Big Daddy Hades is gonna be picking another set that he loves. Hades really loves those tank junglers. In tournaments, you don't really see Hades play anything else apart from tank jungle. And he's good at them. Very, very good on them. Rafaela beating Freya. Bro, that one is just... You probably saw like a mythic Rafaela taking on a Grandmaster Freya because ain't no way on a normal day Rafaela beats Freya. Even giving her Marksman emblem, Freya still... Bro, what? That's just awful. So we need a Roma now.
I am the power
Kaja.
of light incarnate.
How well will Kaja fit into this situation? Granger spells the draft. You see, the problem now with Izanagi is that there is no exact, tanky front line. Arlott is gonna have to build tank here, and so will Kaja. So Izanagi Alpha look like they have a problem here on the drafts. We just have to hope that they'll be able to manage what they have here. But Alpha Zeros too, I'll give it to them. Their draft is looking quite scary. The draft is looking very, very scary. Brody versus Irithel. Brody wins early game to mid, early to mid game. Even late game if Irithel is not careful, because all you need is from Brody's skill 1, basic attack, get at least 3 stacks of his passive, ult, and then that's it. Because before Irithel, especially if he takes Wind of Nature. But anyways, I'm pretty sure Irithel too will take Wind of Nature, so it all comes down to skill issues. Like this is what I'm saying. These two teams now, they know how to play the heroes that they're on very, very well. So this is probably going to be a long match full of action, or it's going to be a short match because depending on who gets the advantage early on into the game, who gets that map control, who gets those objectives faster, that will determine which of them will end this game. So, but from the draft, it looks more like Alpha Zeros have a higher chance of taking the win. Just because Izanagi don't have those frontline tanky heroes. Like I said, Arlott should be able to hold out at least to a certain degree. Just buy enough time for Granger to deal out enough damage. Torres already going in with the poke. Leia too will be someone that's going to be hard to deal with. RNK will be playing tomorrow. RNK should be playing tomorrow. And really appreciate getting those logos off the screen so we can get a clearer view of the action. Thank you very much. Assassin struggling in tank meta. Well, yes, actually, there's the first blood. Well, yes, actually, because you have to consider the fact that assassins, obviously, melee heroes, so going up against tanks will be a little bit harder to deal with. That's why marksman jungle will actually be more effective because you can keep a safe distance while dealing a decent amount of damage to whoever comes in front of you. And it's usually harder for tanks to catch up with targets that are a distance away from them. That's why, personally, yes, I'll tell you, marksman jungle will be more efficient than assassin jungle in a tank jungle meta. As you can see, a Minotaur's gonna get taken down to Pickles there. That's already 2 kills to 0. Already took Diro took a handful of damage there, forcing him to retreat. Forced the Purify now from Lilia, and that will be the kill. 3 kills to 0 in favor of Izanagi Alphas. Where we're do saying. Can he get that free? Aizen just wasn't fast enough to retreat. Oh, he didn't have his retreat on. Should have probably just waited a little bit more. Good ult there from Valentina. They're taking Minus ult. Arlos came in, assisted with the damage. But I don't think he'll survive this one though. He's still dashing around, trying to find an opportunity to outplay, and he will make the outplay. Wonderful. Oh, hold on. I believe Minotaur flickered, right? Yes, he did. Yo. Yo. And Gringer's damage too. Yes, Gringer was buffed, I remember now. Gringer got a slight buff. Especially against the jungle creeps, making him farm much more efficiently. Now, 5 kills in 3 minutes. They lost the turtle, but I believe the kills might be enough to hold off them. Look at Brody now. Does have his ultimate. He just needed 2 more stacks, and he might have been able to actually secure the kill on Irithyll. Yeah, I noticed. I saw the flicker and I was expecting the engage, but then got caught into Kaja's whiplash. Kaja went with the flicker looking for something. He will catch Minotaur. And now here's a follow-up. Brody successfully hit the ult, but just wasn't enough to get the kill. Lydia is going to be forced to use her ult to save herself. Oh, will that be strong enough for her? Nope. Gringer gets the kill. Brody though. What the hell just happened? Come back? Okay. Okay. Fredrin's ult. I need to see a replay of what happened actually, because that was insane. I just saw 3 people going down fast. But AI be able to catch up. They've gotten 4 kills now as well. They're beginning to get their heads back in the game. Conceal. Looking for an engage, and they will catch Lilia off guard. Minotaur, some serious tough spots here. Goes down to Gringer. Dira with the Abysmal Strike. Killing spree for Big Daddy Hades. But he will get shot down just as fast. And now that will be an easy turtle for Izanagi Alphas. Izanagi Alpha. And can they push this bot lane before Dira and Minotaur get there? Not a lot of turret damage there from a mage, but they'll be able to hold out, get some good damage out onto it. Valentina definitely balling hard. I told you it would be a very interesting match. Both teams are really going head to head, just as Izanagi Alphas. I would probably just get Blade of Heptasis as a second item. I wonder what the anti-heal is for. Although yes, there are still. Oh, that might not have been what they wanted to get out from that fight, but it works either ways. Lydia didn't even have the chance to ult, bro. Lydia didn't even have the chance to ult. Immediate sweep from Arlott and then follow-up damage from Granger. Can Granger get the kill here? Looks like he wants to go in for it very, very deeply. He gets it. Brody. Didn't even. Yo. Izanagi Alphas are really not playing. 2 torrents down. Mino usually squish early game. I think Minotaur is running the support emblem. So many questions. I was wondering what's going on. Oh, Kaja might be in some trouble there. Yeah, unfortunately. Valentina with Minotaur's ultimate to force an engage. Now trying to get into a safe spot away from D-Rod. Hard chasing. Yeesh. That Freddy's ult has one of the best animations in the game. That and then Balmont zone. It's for the script AI is cooking, alright? They better cook fast before they get burnt. Let them cook. Will AI take one torrent? Yes, they will. Hades still showing a very cool and calm head. Yeah, that fight was unnecessary actually. But you know, it happens. Sometimes when you're really trying to get an advantage on your lead or you're trying to catch up, there seems to be a lot of mistakes. Good out there from Arlott. Follow up. So let's pray for every till that she gets a kill on Frederick. Here's a follow up on Minotaur. Granger now, double kill. Can he get a triple kill? Nah, Arlott will take one as well for himself. Abyssum Cypher from D-Rod to get on the double kill, and now he's looking to flicker away. Kaja just might get taken down as well. Oh, these guys are really gonna punish D-Rod for what he did there. Wipe out. D-Rod though, able to push that bottom lane all the way to the inhibitor. Guys are definitely doing some work. D-Rod is, yeah, he's farmed actually from all the, you know, clearing those bot lane waves and pushing all the way to the inhibitor. He's been getting some good farm, so he has some decent damage. At this point, he should have at least 3 items already. Panic ult. Now she doesn't have that for this first turtle fight. There really hasn't been much of a need for her to go mid, but now we're gonna have a fight coming out here. There's a shutdown now from Lilia. Kaja's gone. Granger just might be next. Hold on. D-Rod didn't let me get away, and Granger might be in a lot of trouble. Nah, there was no getting me from that one. Alpha Zeros really closing the gap here between them and these Izanagi Alphas. Freddy is as tanky as you'd want him to be. Freddy and Minotaur doing the best that they can. So the First Lord went over to Alpha Zeros, took down one turret with that. And somehow Izanagi Alphas have lost both bot and mid to inhibitor. Like I said, this game is gonna be a heavy one. There's been a lot of roller coaster rides in this game. Izanagi Alphas will push forward, then Alpha Zeros now bringing the game back into their favor, having a much higher gold lead and much more turrets taken. So they're having that map control at this point. One bad team fight and that was enough to just give them the edge. And Alpha Zeros is a team that knows how to capitalize on mistakes. Like they really know how to capitalize on mistakes, and all Izanagi had to do was just make that mistake for the team fight, and the game is over to the side now. Indeed, a lot of kills in just 12 minutes. A lot of kills in just 12 minutes. And at the beginning, Izanagi Alphas were going in hard. They had 5 kills in 3 minutes or in 2 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Dero too. Flanking from the back, looking for those squishes there. Focusing along Granger too. I actually didn't want to mention that at all. Yes, they were. I saw like 2 failed flicker attempts to where he flickered in looking for Brody or Lilia and ended up catching Minato. But it still served well. It still served its purpose. The pickoff was good and it gave them the edge. Because the thing is, get one get one player off the map, and then you still have the higher team fight advantage. Especially if it's someone that contributes a lot, especially Minato with his ultimate crowd control. It's really, really annoying to deal with. The game is interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's a 2-way match. This kind of unpredictable matches where it's very, very hard to place your finger on who is going to win. The game is back on, but our media team is yet to put the gameplay on stream, so we'll just have to wait a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. For the next Lord, coming 1 minute 30 seconds. We're just waiting for another useful team fight. Happy that you like the stream, crowd. So from what I understand here, Irithel has the highest goal. No, never mind. Brody has the highest goal. We've got a team fight going on here. Malefic going out from Irithel. We've got an engage from Minato there. Gets the kill on Catch. Irithel's on next. Pickles is down as well. Chimera is taking off the map. Arlot 2, it's a 4v1. Yo, what did I tell you about Alpha Zeros and capitalization? What did I tell you about Alpha Zeros and capitalization? All it took was one mistake, one pickup, and Alpha Zeros have won the game. Alpha Zeros take game. This is not the way to end the game. This is not how we need to end. There need to have been more bloodshed, more violence, more chaos. Take at least 30 minutes, you know. That was just that was a very, very fast ending. Rapid team fight, and then bam, push down the mid lane. So I don't even know what to say at this point, but GG's all around there. Alpha Zero's MVP 9.8 rating. Somebody said Alpha Zero that they needed Hero to check it and all that. Like I said, Alpha Zeros and Minato were literally doing just that. That's why Kainera got caught in more of Kaja's ultimates than anybody else. But yeah, GG's wonderful gameplay to Alpha Zeros, a nice comeback. Izanagi Alphas definitely held out. They did everything right. Just a lot of mistakes, man. A lot of mistakes that could have been, a lot of team fights that could have been avoided and prevented. Alpha Zero is once again a team that knows how to capitalize on mistakes. So, yeah, thank you very much. Wonderful gameplay there from Alpha Zeros. Now, while we get the lobby set, we're gonna get in and take a very brief break while we wait for our next match to load up. So don't go anywhere, stay with us, and the next match is gonna be the next match. Outwit Esports taking on Ruin Kenshin. So yeah, we'll be right back. Right then, everybody, welcome back after the brief break. Glad you guys are still with us. Thanks for sticking around. So, Alpha Zeros versus Izanagi Alphas. A very like unexpected ending. You understand? Like we wanted to see a much longer match, something more thrilling with like some chaos at the end, probably like some sort of fast Lord steal or slow ending, but still it was an okay gameplay. Izanagi Alpha held on for a very long time, but they were able to. Unfortunately, they made a mistake now that cost them and gave the win to Alpha Zero. So, on to the very next match that we have. Yes, this is the so far what we've seen. Shadow Raiders taking the L against Zodiacs. Alpha Zeros winning Izanagi Alphas. So now the last match of the evening: Outwit Esports versus Raoni Kenshin. All right, and definitely this match should be hopefully interesting. So you guys get your popcorns, get your drinks, get everything, and let's move to the outfits. There we go. So for the players of Outwit Esports, we've got Ceres, Master Chris, Ninja, Danny, and Loki. While on Roi Kenshi, we've got Panda, Crane, Joseph, Blastola,
Your
The
team is
strongest
banning.
ninja has arrived.
Hanzo. Hanzo is a very, very weird ban if you ask me. Barat is okay, yeah, definitely. But Hanzo is quite easy to counter. Just lock that link.
Of imprisonment.
Or lock anybody that's mobile that can catch Hanzo's body, and yeah, the rest is history. There's only a handful of players that can play Hanzo well to actually be a threat, but generally, not necessarily.
It's time to go to the RT show.
Your team
Have some
is banning.
That's the second Lilia band of the day. If we were to do
Let's
if
go.
we were to do
Your team is banning.
if
Light me up and watch the
Your
world
team is
burn!
picking.
we've got that Xbox ban as well. Irritail ban over Ixia. That's kind of weird, in my opinion. Irritail ban over
Virology
Ixia.
is my
Your
craft.
team is
Diggy
here's
is my
Diggy.
main.
Diggy pick, real quick, real fast. If we do a stats of the most banned heroes in this tournament, I think Lilia should be somewhere at number 1 or number 2. Because in every fixture that we've seen so far, she has been banned about 70% of the time.
Champion.
Your
Payback.
team
But
is
for
banning.
Yuzhong and Farsa, some unexpected picks coming out here. That Farsa, still a very, very good mage. Love the range that she has on the Feather Death strikes. It's usually hard to deal with a Farsa, especially when you're trying to end. She just hides behind the base there. And boom. Hanzumi in Outwit, okay? Easy counter only in solo. If it's an easy counter in solo, then in team setup, you have 5 bans. Are you going to ban out 5 counters for Hanzo? I still think Hanzo is not all that hard to deal with. He will be trouble, yes, but
Dexter.
there are ways to handle it.
Your team is picking.
Alright. I still like the picks coming out though. Tiggy Cloud, Vixana, Yezhong, Farsa, and what's it going to be? Mages are gone already. They've picked their marksman in Outwits and their Roma too. All that's left is Jungle and EXP.
Chivalry is dead.
Clint for marksman. So nobody wants to play Ixia. Nobody likes to play Ixia, okay? Second ban phase. Get out 4 more heroes for the setup. So we might have an EXP or a jungle ban
The
here.
hunt
Possible.
begins.
Your team is
Alright,
banning.
Ruby. Maybe Outwit Esports too. Might be looking for another jungle and roam ban.
Always on the
Your team is banning.
Silda. I mean, the smart thing to do is just pick a support room now.
Your team is banning.
3,000
If we were in the minds of
and not a single
Ronin,
worthy foe.
if we're in the minds of RK, a support room would be nice. Smartest ban, real good, real good. The last ban for the night.
Fight for the
It's gonna be
ultimate
Hilda. Hilda ban. Hilda room into Diggy room. There's no crowd control, but there's ample damage. So I guess that works. I guess that's okay. But then it could be a good counter for Cloud. But he'll also be countered by Diggy. So that's a double-edged sword. Still risking the Minotaur pick. This Minotaur main is really not having it. You picked my counter, no problem. Let's still risk it. Danny. Looks like he'll be playing Khalid on E-Explainer. Khalid is an E-Explainer that we've not really seen a lot. But we're going to be seeing him in action here tonight with the Vengeance spell. We're gonna have Balmond. Is that a viable pick?
Fancy a game or two?
Oh, it is what it is.
Welcome to my hunting ground.
This draft is just funny. Like, it's just. I like the first 4 picks now from Outwit, but you see that choice of jungle. But let's look at this. Let's think about this. How well does Balmond actually fit into this draft? But forget the Balmond first. Roger for damage output. Khalid when there's Yuzhong and Minotaur. Khalid is still. You know what? Let's just allow the gameplay happen. Let's just see what these teams are doing because I can't even think about it. I don't know what to say about it. Like it's off, but at the same time I'm trying to keep an open mind because you might think that there's really no bad draft in Mobile Legends. I mean there are terrible drafts but this one is nothing close. The draft is not bad, but there's just that element that's missing that you don't just know what it is. Trinity Roger. I've only person played Trinity Roger, and that was Game Buster. So unless this is Game Buster with a new name, I really won't be surprised. Jean providing a helping hand into Rogers red. Once again, it would be lovely if we could take those logos off the screen so we can have a full gameplay. Thank you very much. First Lethal Wanderer is gonna fall over to the sides of Roger. Yes. Easy steal from Roni Kenshin. Cloud versus Clint. Oh, Khalid though. Khalid is, in my opinion, a fighter that's actually slept on. Like, quite underrated. He deals a ton of damage, especially early on, and he has like some serious mobility, some scary mobility. And you see, he's been able to drop first blood all by himself. It's really hard to get first blood against a Yuzhong because normally Yuzhong does the the poking and taunting. But Khalid somewhat fits into a counter. But he might be in some trouble here if he doesn't back out real soon from this Roger and Minotaur gang. He just commits too deep into it. Yes, it's flashy, it's a good skin. I mean, one of the best prime skins that have been released. Roger once again going in looking for Khalid, but can they get the kill on him? Still not strong enough yet. That was misplaced priorities if you ask me. Tried to get a kill on Khalid, but then lost the turtle to Outwit Esports. So what's next? Gold lane. Cloud keeping a very, very safe distance from Clint. I think from what I see, Cloud looks like he's doing a lot better on lane, which is not something that I'd expect. Oh, Clint is in a lot of trouble here. There was almost no need for Ninja to use the ult, but it's alright. Well said, Shinigami. Like the height of EXP lane. Now you think it's just a Khalid. Well, what's the worst that can happen? That skill 1 actually has a crazy ton of damage, or is it the skill 2 that triple sweep? I'm not even sure. And then his ultimate too sort of works like a Yuzhong king, but without turning him into a dragon. Just turns into this flying ball of sand, lands at the back, and boom. Your backliners are in a lot of trouble. That kind of combo will be useful Petrify. Like Petrify plus ult. And you can get a wonderful 2-man or even 3-man stun too if you know what you're doing. So you definitely like that. Khalid is good. Khalid is very good. Underrated, yes, but very, very good. A small or a brief pause, and we'll just wait for the reason to be resolved. Alright, skill 1. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, massive damage output from skill 1, and all you need is just 1 or 2 damage items. The Blade of Heptasis, which is very, very important. That works very well with his passive. And then you can, opt for either another damage item or a penetration item. They made it work with Flicker. I always thought it worked with Flicker before. I didn't really play Khalid a lot up until just this season. And yeah, but it's okay. But he's a very strong fighter. Love him for that. And he's even using the tank emblem. Or is it the fighter emblem with the concussive blasts talent? Khalid Xbox overrated. Well, Xbox is not exactly overrated. He's just very, very fitting into a lot of situations. And at all, almost got into some trouble there, but with fast reflexes, was able to get out clean though. Definitely not surviving that. Kiki with the ultimate. Somebody said Trinity Roger. That looks like the standard Roger build. That looks like the standard build. Just saw him secure the Wind Talker. Khalid now has his Blade of Heptasis. Is he really going to try and kill faster under her turret though? It might be the shutdown. Never mind. Survived it very, very well calculated. And that's the second turtle of the game. Diggy forced to use his flicker. That could have ended very, very badly. Khalid missed that ult by a huge margin. That would be a very, very big mistake. Balmond is still able to secure the turtle, but at the cost of Khalid's life. Balmond might go down next, never mind. Roger is still chasing though. Look at that wild werewolf. Feather there strikes from Fossa, but that won't be needed. Yes, you need a lot of skill sets to actually take down Xbox. He needs to be killed twice and 4 times if he has his immortality. That's just straight up good analysis. Cloud is really not scared of anything. Balmond had to steal the show. Cloud already had that anyway. And while that was going on, Danny was getting his revenge on Roger, taking the kill. Focus on the important objectives. Clint just secured his endless battle. He just realized it's actually 6 kills to 1 in favor of World Esports. They're really taking a hold on this map. A good out there from Vexana, and that's gonna force the engage. Khalid's gonna go in. Farsa will get taken down, and so will Khalid. Yuzhong with the dragon is looking for an opportunity. Where will he land? I sometimes get annoyed when I see Yuzhong players stay too long in their dragon form. You don't need to stay that long in your dragon form. You ult, find what you're looking for, land, immediately spam that petrify, and then deal at the damage, get at least 1 or 2 kills. Staying as a dragon for too long is only risking you to a lot of damage that you don't want to take. That what caused him to lose there. Roger forced the ult out of Dick. Really, it almost looks like this Roger is confused. Turtle number 3, secured by Balmond. Well played. And I think before, Khalid's skill 1 would instantly stop when there are no targets nearby, but now they just allow it to complete the animation. And it can be good if you're trying to chase, but it's bad if you're trying to escape and then you're actually trying not to fight, because that animation really slows him down by a decent margin. But that's his passive to compensate for it, so it's okay. All torrents still standing for Outwit Esports. Cloud really doing a lot of damage. That's Minotaur. Force uses his ultimate to try and clear the minion waves, give himself an edge and pushing this bottom lane. Here's Khalid coming in with the sands of time. They will secure Minotaur's kill. Meanwhile, Yuzhong once again, this dragon flying away from the fight scene. Not really. Roger players are usually focused. But as Roger, you just want to spam your skill 1 and get a lot of kills. But Roger's not really meta, that's number 1. He's not exactly one of the meta junglers now. There are better options. That's why I was saying this draft is looking very, very unorthodox, but still not bad. We're gonna engage there from Minotaur. Farsa with the feather airstrike, gets a kill on Balmond. Follow up from Cloud that he might get taken down there. Too much torrent damage. This is where Roger can begin to shine out. A lot of low HP heroes on the War Axe. No damage on Clint yet. You just wait and see. Because Clint already has his endless battle and I believe 1 more item, so that damage will be peaking very, very soon. Nikki gets the ultimate out. Ninja with a good steal on that Lord. Khalid diving into the backline. Cloud is making his comeback. 5-1 and 3 KDA. Chasing Minotaur deeply. It was already there, he didn't have to flicker. Comeback? Nah. If they had secured the Lord, yes, it was a possible comeback, but they lost it, so. When Talker on Cloud, you're gonna have additional mobility and additional attack speed. Warida, well said, bro. So Lord will just be left to push on its own, just to create a distraction now for Rurouni Kenshin, while the rest of Outwit Esports will just force themselves onto this top lane there. Yuzhong will not be able to defend that for no reason. Clint left alone to hold out against the Lord. Next influx of wave will be a little bit hard to defend, but a bit of an early ult from Diggy. The mid lane is about to go. Yuzhong still forcing himself, looking for an opportunity to engage. He might get taken out there from that Balmon. That's a kill from Seros onto Yuzhong. Roger fighting as much as he can. He gets mates. He's gonna go down to Cloud. And he's still gonna go in with the blazing duet now. Minato is off the map. Farza is flying away. Pops out the feather there, try looking for Iggy. And Minato's gonna go back in, ladies and gentlemen, wiped out in favor of Outwit Esports. Yo, there are minions on the bottom lane. I don't know if these guys can see them or not. Outwit Esports would have ended this game 2 minutes ago. After that wipeout, come back to bot lane, push the minions. But it's all good. It's all good. Less than a minute now to get the second Lord. One inhibitor taken down, so you have an opportunity to push an end. An arrow sweep, yes. Any hard crowd control skill can stop Cloud's ultimate. Knock up, suppress, freeze, anything. Those temporary stuns don't work, but any hard CC cancels Cloud's ultimate. Roger also on endless battle, and without wasting too much time, taking the Lord, get it started on it. Again, Khalid in position. This is one very good thing about Cloud. I believe Cloud should be the marksman with the highest attack speed stats in the game, especially after full build. Because the moment we're talking about the marksman emblem, then couple that with his love for the Trinity build, and in this game, Wind Talker. Terrify is that's a good question actually. Is Terrify a hard CC? Here's Khalid going into the backline, looking for an opportunity to engage, and they will find what they're looking for. Further extract there from Farza, force position and flicker into safety. Cloud's getting a kill on Jean. Khalid's getting one on Minotaur. Oh, Cloud gets shut down by Roger, who will now be forcing himself to retreat, trying to run away. But will the Lord be able to end the game? Yes, it will be. And there you have it, folks. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Victory!
Mia's attack speed is fast. I still think Cloud might be faster. Just because Mia's advantage is that she can summon the clone, and okay, her ultimate gives her faster attack speed. So yes, I think Mia is faster than Cloud. Mia should be faster than Cloud. Yeah, back to the gameplay. GG's to Outwit Esports for a wonderful gameplay. Nice victory there. And the L goes over to Outwit. Rurouni Kenshin. So your winners for tonight, Outwit Esports. So that is all we have for tonight. That is all the gameplay that we've had for this wonderful evening. The gameplay was absolutely interesting for this match. So, recap of the first three of all the three games that we've seen here tonight. Recap of the gameplays that we've seen here tonight. Izanagi Alpha took the L against Alpha Zeros in a very unfortunate situation actually, because that game looked like Izanagi Alphas were written all over it. They should have won that. But like I said, Alpha Zeros, a team that loves to capitalize on mistakes, were able to find the one that Izanagi made and then took themselves to the victory. The first game, Shadow Raiders versus Zodiac 2, was another very hot game, but Zodiacs took the win on that one. And now for this last game, Outwit Esports versus Ronin Kenshin. Kenshi took the L and Outwit Esports have the win. So there you have it. Zodiacs, Alpha Zeros, and Outwit Esports, GG's. Shadow Raiders, Izanagi Alphas, and Ronin Kenshi. The game is not yet over. There's still a lot more games to be played, and hope you guys will be able to learn from the mistakes and you'll get yourself some more wins. And with that, the group stage number 2. Alright, so this is the group standings now as of yesterday. Tomorrow they will be updated. And yeah, so Group A is Nami Nokami leading, Oasis in second, Shadow Raiders and Zodiac. Group B, you've got Alpha Zeros, Izanagi Alphas, Outwit Esports, and Kenshin. Group C has RNK on top and Dark Vanishers in second, and then Group D has Raijo on top and El Cartel in second as well. So that is that for tonight. The results for today's games will also be posted. You definitely want to check out the social media platforms everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It also helps us a lot. So that is all we have for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Location. Peace out.